Hi everyone, welcome to Lara's Makeup World, and today I'm doing foundation creams review. I've got quite a range. I think I have a problem. I'm buying things because they're good, but I try to use them as much as I can, and I made a couple of mistakes there, so I will share with you. I'll show you how it looks on my skin. My skin is pretty fair, so the numbers are in a sort of lighter range, but let's go by one. First one is Charlotte Tilbury. I very much like this formula. What I don't like is that foundation and Wonder Glow, they come in exactly the same packaging and you really need to read what it is. But I put this G in marker, so it's permanent marker. So this is Wonder Glow, and this one is number 4 foundation. What I like about Charlotte Tilbury is that she's got, even for fair skin tone, she's got different tones, quite a range. I think in total probably about 20. I'm not sure, but even for fair skin, I am pretty fair, but this one is number 4, still in fair range. So that's Charlotte Tilbury. So I will do application. I will use hand. I don't really use brush very often. If I really have time, and it's just a habit. If I have time, then I would use brush. So this is Wonder Glow, which goes under the skin. Every respected brand do now highlighters, illuminators, whichever way you call it. So Charlotte Tilbury, this is a lovely formula. It does reflect light, and it's very rich in moisturizing. So you can see the skin it does reflect light. This side less, and this is more. And when you put this on, then you put foundation, and foundation is very rich in, it's not heavy, it's actually very light. It stays on. I keep it for winter. I don't use it during summer because, to me, for my skin, probably it's just too moisturized. For my skin, it's quite oily. It doesn't, and I don't want it to be oily like that in summer. So that's pretty much how it stays. And it's, but it's a very good kind formula. My skin is very sensitive, though it's quite moisturized. It's still very sensitive, and it goes very well with this brand. It's very. The only one thing it never worked for me in this range is Night Rescue Cream. It just caused me some reaction. But Wonder Glow and foundation, absolutely wonderful. So next one I want to introduce you to is Shiseido. Is a lovely, it's high-end product. It really is a good quality. Every product in this brand is great. My only mistake with this was I bought it on the internet without actually trying the tester. So I think that's a lesson. Unless you know exactly what color you want, what shade you want, don't buy it on the internet, because on the screen it always looks slightly different. It's quite light though. Don't know if I made an error or not, but it is quite light. To me, probably half a tone would be probably better, because if you have foundation lighter than your skin, then you have to use a bit more for sculpturing. I think blushes and different bronzes, whatever. But quality is unbelievably brilliant. It feels like your own skin, but better skin. It really is nice. The next one is Dior Nude Air, and this is very much summer. For me, this one is a summer formula. It's really light. It doesn't feel on the skin at all. Nude Air I've already used in my daily makeup routine, so I just apply it here. Nearly done with this as well. It's water-based formula, and it looks like that. Mine is in number 20. Nude Air. In the bottle, actually, it always looks slightly more yellow than on the skin. Don't know why, but that's it is. It's nearly finished, but I'm not going to replace it because I've got too many others. So it does, you need to put the face up a bit because it does leak down as a maybe slightly more yellow than I would, but what I don't like, and I think all brands do it, if your skin has got pinkish tone, if they do pinkier, they assume that you're so pale, but it's not always the case. Skin doesn't need to be if it has pinker tone than more than yellow tone, it doesn't necessarily mean it's pale. So this is my struggle with some of them. So if they're slightly more color then they're more yellow. So it's but it's very, very light. Because it's water-based formula, it actually is so breathable and it's beautiful. When it dries, it's like a tiny, thin layer of satin, and it's breathable. It's really good for summer, especially. I'm really happy with it. So I used it quite a lot. So that's the shader in number. I didn't tell you what number it was. B20. And this is Nude Air by Christian Dior in number 20. Okay, now I will take it off very quickly, and I'll show you my classic and favorite at all times. Out of 3 brands I'm going to show you in a minute, 2 of them are my absolutely favorite. Okay. So my skin has been quite... I've done 2 of these reviews in Russian already today, so I use quite a lot of micellar water and creams to put back on again. Okay, so the next one is the one I did mention in one of my reviews. I bought it at Heathrow, and I was just after foundation, and this lady said to me, "Oh, you travel a lot, you will benefit from that." Heavy bottle, but it's actually, it is not foundation, it's Capture Total with, it's like serum, tainted serum, but it has a very good longevity. It stays on for a very long time. It's nearly finished already. It's probably lighter than I usually would go for. I wish I've taken slightly different tone, but at the time she just tried it on me. She said, "That's it, that's for you." I was in a rush. I grabbed it, and then I realized £56. That is £56. It's a lot, but because it's got formula in it, it's got Capture Total cream, which is expensive on its own, and that is very nourishing, very moisturizing. It doesn't cover none of my foundations, I must admit. I'm very selective with those. It never covers you. You feel like you're wearing it. It doesn't feel it, and it doesn't actually look that I'm wearing it. So I'm happy with those. So that's Dior. I haven't seen it since. I'm not sure if they discontinued. There's been maybe a couple of years now, just under. So that's that one. Also, Dior is my all favorite times anyway, and I use this for now maybe a couple of years. That tone, this is in 20, Dior Star. Where is it? Dior Star. It's nearly finished, so I bought a new one yesterday. This is everyday. It's so good for every day. Your skin just looks better skin. It doesn't show at all that you've got foundation on. What I also like using, and it's for summer, on summer you can use this as a separate, on its own, as this is like highlighter. It's Dior. I can't see it now because it's clear. It's Nude Glow. It's pretty much similar to Charlotte Tilbury's Wonder Glow. So they all use the same light reflecting ingredients, whatever they are, but I put it there. This one is more pinkier, and I like it as on its own. It's going to be dry now because I'm not using it too much. This one has got pinkier undertone to it, but it reflects the light really nicely. You don't want foundation, but you want to look better than it without it. So this is thing for you, especially for the summer. Beautiful for hot days. Absolutely lovely for hot days. When you don't want foundation, I suppose it's similar to, oh gosh, what they call it now, the creams. Baby buy something. I don't use those. Okay, and that is to go on the top, and if you want all day longevity, or I use it sometimes just on the top of the just day cream. Dior, of course, but that's how it will look during the day. The good thing about it, it will stay like that all day. So that's every time I recommend Dior skincare and Dior foundation. Absolutely no brainer. Okay, and two more I want to show you very quickly. I don't want it to be a very long video, but I have to take this off. Okay, the next one is Estee Lauder. It's a very good brand. They are all allergy tested. They're very good. I never had any problems with my skin, sensitive skin. I never had any problems. So it's got two parts. I wouldn't wear foundation without that, simply because this day wear is so good. That formula is superbly, it reflects the light, it hasn't got any taint in it, so that is very good for under layer. You can see that reflects light better than this side, hasn't got nothing, anything on. And then Double Wear Plus, my color is almond normally, but everyone's got their own. Really need to check. The best way to check the all consultants know how to do it, but if you do it on your own, and you standing there trying to choose whatever foundation you want, it should not be seen on you. So if you see, if you look at that, it blends with skin. It doesn't look much lighter, much darker than it's your color. Okay, so that's Day Wear cream, which is a highlighter. It's got SPF 30 factor in it as well, so that's good. And Double Wear light formula. If you want full coverage, that's Double Wear. I think on its own, but it's Double Wear light is good for every day if you don't want anyone to see foundation on you. And there it goes. This is slightly yellower tone to what I normally would wear somehow, but it good. Somehow I bought it, but it looks very good in the evening. Evening is, and it stays. It's kind of more intense coverage than say Dior Star or Shiseido for that matter, or Nude Air. So that's slightly more intense. So I leave it like that. But when you use all the blushes, different, I use Harmony, not blush for sculpture and face, and other things. It doesn't look, but it's, even now I think in the camera you can see this is slightly more yellow, but it's very good in the daylight. In the evening light. And my favorite, and it's my after Dior, of course. Meteorites by Guerlain. This is my new discovery, Baby Glow, and this one is in number 3. I love those, and I use Meteorites quite a lot, as it's just translucent powder, and it smells lovely. And I always thought, why don't they do? I don't want to travel with this, but why don't they do something in a cream, like you just put it on and that you have this on literally, but in a cream? And they heard my prayers. They created this. I've noticed it recently on a shelf in Heathrow, and I thought, oh my goodness, I think that's what I was thinking of. So it's 2-in-1. You don't need a glow or Wonder Glow or any other of those underneath. So it just goes on, and it has both functions in it. It's reflecting light, and it's a very light foundation. I very much recommend for summer, if you're going out and you're going to take photographs, this is really good. But even like everyday foundation, so you can see the difference. This is more coverage, more intense. This is lighter, and it's pinkish. It's got, especially if you have pink tone. I mean, the tone is there. You can choose. I think they've got few shades. I'm not sure how many. Maybe 6, maybe 4. I don't know. It's not as many as Charlotte Tilbury does, but this one, I just can't resist it. Even though I'm at home, I just apply it to look nice. So that is. And not to confuse you, I didn't do anything on my eyes underneath, just to show if you are one of these women who don't use touche eclair underneath and don't do any different makeup here, or you just use foundation. That I've done it on purpose, so you can see that is sitting actually very nicely under the eye as well, and gives reflection and gives all of that you want with foundation. This one is my yellowish, moss yellow tone. I use only in winter, so it goes in there for now. So that's my foundation review. I managed to do it all in one hit. In Russian it's split for some reason, probably a bit longer, but I have some new, I posted yesterday. Please have a look. Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks review, nail polishes review, and so on. And if you understand Russian, there are a couple more in Russian versions of the same. Okay, I see you soon. Bye.